Hi, my name is Victor Cuate. I work at Omnitrans, and I work for the planning department.
And my name is Edson Ibanez, and I am an intern here, and I work for the planning department, getting ready to transition out of the planning department to the City of Azusa.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you were an intern previously too, Victor, right?
Yes, I was an intern here. I started in September of 2013, and I recently got hired full-time as a scheduling analyst.
Well, congratulations
Thank
to
you.
both of you.
Congratulations, Victor.
Thank you.
And you guys kind of knew each other before this, right?
Right, we were classmates at our master's program at Cuate, and we both got hired actually at the same time. So.
Were you surprised to run into each other here?
I was. I wasn't expecting him. He kept it a secret. I had to text him and told him, hey, I got an interview, and
I actually just sat there and waited for Edson to come in, look at his face.
Oh, that's
all
funny.
shocked. Yeah.
So how did you guys work well together? Did you complement each other well with your work, do you think?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think when we work together in class, even at work, we tend to bounce off of each other. So we'll start projects and then we'll wrap them up and present, and we do that really well.
So what was the main thing that the two of you worked on here?
I mostly worked, I would say, any data-driven projects, so I was on the data side, and I would say...
What about you, Edson?
I did several different things. One of the things that I did was it required me to work one day out of the week in Sandbag. So I was working on a countywide transportation plan, doing the introduction and some GIS data, as well as like collecting different data from various different transit agencies and looking at their non-motorized transportation plan and seeing how we can improve that or incorporate new chapters into that. So I worked with that. Here I worked on helping Victor with APC data, as well as doing some NTD counts for SBX. One of the things that I did that both Victor and I started was bus stop elimination. So where we looked at a given route, we analyzed ridership, we analyzed the distance, and we were also looking at the SRTP, the short range transportation plan, and looking at goals of how long do we want a distance between a bus stop to be, and then we set up a specific criteria, and then we would measure the route and then eliminate a certain stop or recommend a stop on a route so that we can increase the overall time. Ultimately, we can massage the data in a sense, or remove or add time to a route where we can remove a peak vehicle or bring a peak vehicle where a service is needed. So that's something we did some GIS analysis on it as well. One of the things that was very beneficial, I would say, is that we took a course at Cal Poly Pomona, and we specifically on GIS. We specifically got on a team and specifically used some of the data and some of the stuff that we were actually doing, the projects that we were actually doing in class. So it was very practical, very hands-on. So that's one of the things that we use as a foundation to do bus stop elimination, which is very interesting.
So it actually worked hand in hand with what you were doing both in your class and in your work environment. And I know that you're very socially conscious as well, and that you really take into account the people using the system, not just how efficient the system is, but how people use it, and you're looking at a lot of data as well.
Right.
So let me ask you, what kind of foundation did you get as an intern at Omnitrans that helped you transition into these new positions? What about you, Victor? What do you think helped you into the position you are now?
Well, with a lot of the projects that I have worked on here, it was very data intensive, so I had some Excel skills and the GIS. So I used the projects here to enhance my skills essentially. So I would say that essentially gave way for the analyst position that I currently have. And so I think the analysis through a lot of the projects that Edson just discussed was helpful. And I think that literally was the foundation to where I am now.
Good then. What about you, Edson?
So I'm working for the city as a city planner, so and here I was a transportation planning intern. So there's two different fields, land use and transportation. I would say one of the biggest things that helped me was doing presentations, like interdepartment presentations, because with the city I have to do a lot of public hearings. I did do public hearings here with Omnitrans, so that helped as a foundation, as well as like understanding how land use and transportation play a role. You know, SB 375, all about sustainable communities. That's something that like we touched upon on Sandbag, and a little bit here, not so much, but in Sandbag a lot as well. They talked a lot about it, and we did like share ideas of it. So now in the City of Azusa, I am doing stuff that has to do with sustainable communities and doing a specific plan, a transit-oriented development plan, specific plan there with some of the tools that I have started to just develop here in Omnitrans, more in Sandbag as well.
Fantastic. Well, would you guys recommend internships at Omnitrans to other students?
I personally do, just because it was extremely hands-on. The managers here take you under their wing, and they don't necessarily assign a project and stand over you. They give you project options, and they just hope that you take it, run with it, and that you learn by yourself, or learn to work with limitations, to work with the whole department, to work essentially as a team to enhance your skills.
So they really allow you to make it your own and really work with it.
Right.
What about you? Any thoughts for people entering the internship here?
Absolutely. If it's the transportation planning internship, then I would highly recommend individuals that are interested in transportation. You know, I personally came in just interested in transportation, didn't know a lot about transit, but you know, coming here, I totally have gotten a bigger appreciation for transit. So I would just say individuals that are interested in transportation in general, that just wants to know more about the field and the transit field. And so I would really recommend it. I have to second what Victor said.
All right. So it's been a good experience overall. Good people?
Yes, good people, fun people. You get your hardworking people. They watch over you. It's really a good balance.
Yes.
Well, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you.